Yo, what is up guys? Today I have a bit of a special kind of video. Rich Rat, an Overwatch caster slash commentator, is gonna livecast my game to give this kind of feeling like I'm playing in a pro game. All his links will be linked in the description, so go and say hi from me if you see him live on Twitch and give him a follow of course.
There it is. It is actually going to be Genji coming out here as well on Red Team. Along with it, looks like a Brigitte as well. Red is going to get very close to the payload and continue pushing, having that Orisa, giving that shield up, putting so much defense on the payload as they look to try and break it down. Widowmaker in the back, going to get taken down, unfortunately, here by Genji in the back. Not able to get those picks that they were looking for, but a quick scatter arrow coming out by TheRealKenzo, able to take out Brigitte, getting that support out of the fight and looking to try and take down that Genji as he looks to push forward onto the McCree. D.Va now moving forward to get into the back line to try and harass. Is going to get quickly demec'd here by TheRealKenzo, looking to be very careful though as Genji is going to jump into the back and take out McCree. Blue team needing to fall back a little bit here, not wanting to get too out of position, losing one member and needing to be careful. Mercy res is going to come out, but Kenzo will unfortunately go down. The payload just moving very well. Genji continuing to harass in the back. Hanzo trying to take advantage and get that support, but again, Oyster able to jump on the high ground, trying to harass in the back, keeping Hanzo along with Brigitte out of the fight for blue team, and it will be blue team having to push back a little further. Red team now having just over 6.5 minutes here to push that payload towards point B. Brigitte along with it looks like Orisa on the lower level, needing to be careful. Hanzo continuing to try and get some vision onto red team as they look to try and turn the corner. Genji continuing to deal a lot of damage in the back with those shurikens, reflecting everything possible. Red now just starting to turn the corner here. Dragon Strike is available, is going to be used through the wall, trying to connect onto the payload. Can get a little bit of damage onto the Orisa, getting so very low. An Earth Shatter coming out as well on blue team, trying to get them, but that Orisa shield denying. So many ultimates being used right now, and it will be now D.Va along with Genji starting to push forward. A quick demech though coming out onto red team. Genji getting way into the back, but TheRealKenzo taking out Genji, getting right into the face just to retaliate against those earlier kills. Under 6 minutes, and red continues to push that payload towards the next point. Orisa holding up front, trying to counter the Reinhardt. It will be red team now starting to look to penetrate through this doorway, trying to get some additional damage though with the shurikens in the back by Genji, and seeing if they can find an opportunity to pick off any of blue, looking to move towards it. Oyster now on the Genji, jumping into the back, trying to go right by Hanzo again, seeing if they can get him. Dragon Blade coming out though by Genji for blue team, able to take out the support in the back and start to press them back. Will be Mr. Krabs coming out on Genji, but wow, Hanzo getting a nice melee here. TheRealKenzo able to take him out in the back, seeing if he can get that kill in the back line, but not able to do so. Just under 7 minutes as they still look to keep this engage going. Riptire coming out, needing to be careful to see where it is going to come from, moving towards the left-hand side, getting so close. A sleep dart in the back onto Hanzo, not being able to be in the fight right now, having to be careful. The Riptire able to take out one support and still looking to hold. It will be Oyster now on red team, continuing to push forward on the Genji to try and get into the back line. Coalescence coming out to try and fight onto the point. Dragon Strike coming out through the doorway, right into the back line of red team. Does connect with the Junkrat and continues to hold him on the point, getting a nice D-back, looking to follow up with the scatter arrow on to D.Va. Wonderful job continuing to hold here. Dragon Strike coming out from the left-hand side, giving them a very, very difficult time pushing on that payload. Oyster now getting a double kill here onto both supports in the back, needing to be careful as they look to try and turn this point. Just over 6 minutes, having a decent amount of time to push this payload. Red team now having to wait and hold on for the regroup to see if they can find the opportunity to push. Hanzo again getting on the high ground. TheRealKenzo seeing if he can get a couple quick picks as they look to come through the doorway. Almost able to get Genji. There's the follow-up by Brigitte, taking out a scatter arrow. A triple kill here coming out by TheRealKenzo, able to get both supports, and it will be red team having to hold back and wait for the regroup right now. 5 minutes remaining. Another scatter arrow going to be used through that tight corridor, able to get a lot of vision onto red team, getting them so very low. Blue being so aggressive, and here comes a Dragon Strike through the doorway to see if they can get a couple quick picks to continue to stagger the numbers, but unable to connect. Red team once again having to figure out which position they are going to move forward from, whether they want to take that high ground or look towards the low ground. Genji getting a nice kill. Wow, coming from behind is going to be Oysters on the Genji, seeing if he can take out TheRealKenzo, but TheRealKenzo taking him down, not allowing him to get that kill in the back line. 4 minutes and 30 seconds. Again, red team just struggling in this last push right now to see if they can get the payload towards the end. Ooh, almost a shot coming out. I think that was a Widowmaker, but I might be mistaken. Dragon Blade coming out on blue team, getting a double kill here, taking out both the Orisa and the Ana. Self-destruct coming out by red team, not really able to connect with anybody. Oyster able to take out Genji. Here comes the Widowmaker, trying to counter the real Kenzo on the top right now. Able to get a scatter arrow, but unfortunately taken down by the Dragon Blade on Oyster. Unfortunately, blue is going to have to be very careful now, losing one of those supports, and their high ground DPS also getting another kill onto the Reinhardt is Widowmaker. Red team now starting to get onto the payload and look to push forward. Just under 4 minutes still to go. Again, red team having to regain some of that movement on the payload that they did lose in this last encounter where they lost all 6 members, trying to hold on the defense. Hanzo now seeing if he can get a few kills on the back, looking to try and just nip that Widowmaker in the back on the high ground, but not able to do so. Seeing if he can still deal a lot of damage up front. Widowmaker taking out the Zenyatta on blue team, having to be careful. Only the one support available on the defense right now. It is going to be 2 more kills, the second support, and Reinhardt going down on blue team. Red now being very, very aggressive, getting into the back line, able to take out the TheRealKenzo and the McCree as well. Needing to be careful. The Dragon Strike will be up, though, for this next encounter once he does come back online to see if they can use that to their advantage. Will use it through the doorway to try and hold them back a little bit longer with just under 5 meters to go. Seeing if they can get back just in time. Continuing to contest. Not really able to hold with the Dragon Strike, but still looking to keep it in the hold for the contest right now. Just under 2 meters. The TheRealKenzo getting into the back, trying to take out the Widowmaker to not get those crucial picks. Getting onto the point, right into the fray. Getting that D.Va almost demeched right now. Genji hopping in as well to try and give some assistance on the point. Brigitte getting into the back. Scatter arrow taking out the support and doing a wonderful job here on this payload. D.Va getting the demec and looking to follow up very quickly. A quick flick of that bow, getting a nice headshot onto D.Va and wanting to follow up again onto the Genji. Another flick, able to take them out just under 2 meters, and it will be a 5-player killing streak on this defense for Junkertown today. TheRealKenzo coming in clutch here, pulling off those few crucial attacks and being able to take those few red members out to continue to thin the numbers as they look to hold back. 2 minutes remaining. Again, red still having a couple attempts here moving forward. It will be blue still holding on that right lower ground to see if they're going to try and come underneath. A nano boost is going to come out, though, onto Genji, seeing if they can pick him out of the air before he can get anything out of it. TheRealKenzo taking him out, not allowing him to get anything out of it. Widow shooting in the back. The self-destruct only connecting with 1 member of blue. A decent amount still alive and ready to fight. Dragon Strike available once again here to see if they can get that defensive push. Not going to use it just yet, seeing if he can find an opportunity to connect with more than 1 member. Reinhardt getting a nice double kill here on to red team. Blue is going to continue to hold on this defense with 1 minute and 30 seconds still to go. Reinhardt now moving towards the lower ground. Hanzo is going to look to get onto the high ground to see if he can pick any members as they look to regroup here. Mei is going to be a nice switch for blue team as they look to try and lock down and hold targets in a single position on the defense. Orisa is on the high ground, will go down by S'mores with the assistance of the TheRealKenzo on Hanzo, seeing if he can get another couple picks, continuing to stagger the numbers. Oyster now going to come out with that Dragon Blade, though, seeing if they can get it. Earthshatter not connecting, though, on blue team. Needed to be careful, not wanting to throw away all these ultimates. Again, Widow almost taking out Hanzo, but the TheRealKenzo takes him down. Not able to have him into this fight any longer. Trying to pick off those crucial members in the back. 50 seconds to go. Dragon Strike is going to come out through that tight corridor on the high right hand to see if he can pick any members off on that respawn, but it isn't going to connect. Blue team still holding very strong, though, having a dominant defense right now. Ooh, almost having Genji taken down on blue team. Red continuing to stay alive, though, seeing if they can find a last regroup and push, having a very long time to go, and it will be blue team now needing to be careful on the low ground. Is going to be able to get 1 member. Reinhardt and Genji are going to go down now, taking out, whoa, Widowmaker in the back, able to take out the TheRealKenzo in the back on Hanzo, and McCree will also go down by the D.Va. Supercharged damage came out on red team to give them some extra push here, needing to be very careful. 10 seconds left. Red is going to ambush onto the point. Everybody starting to regroup here towards the payload, needing to be careful on this defense. Dragon Blade is available for blue team. The arrows coming out to see if they can give some vision here. Widow almost able to take Kenzo out in the back. Genji jumping in as well. It is in the overtime, still contested for these last few meters, seeing if they can get that quick pick here. S'mores able to take out Genji on red team, doing a wonderful job for blue, continuing to hold on this defense. They just need to get them off for a few seconds so they can push it into their favor. Brigitte getting that nice nano boost by the Ana. Dragon Strike now ready, gonna be using it on the payload to see if he can continue to hold them off. A single kill, a double kill here, 1 with the Dragon Blade, but Widow unfortunately shutting him down, not being able able to have him available for the rest of the fight, but it is going to be blue team still continuing to hold. Just under 5 meters left to go, keeping it in overtime. Widow looking to get those few crucial picks in the back with nobody really able to contest her. Just under 1 meter to go. Again, blue just needs to get them off for a slight second to switch it over in their favor as they look to hold on to this point. Widow so far in the back, if they can get those few members off the point right now, it will definitely go into their favor. Lucio and Ana now getting back onto the point, trying to see if they can hold a little bit longer to buy some time for red team, but no, it will be blue on Junkertown, able to hold on the defense, doing a wonderful job defending against this red team.
All night.